Jon Stewart has the feeling that revolution is in the air, and he's not the only one.
John,
yeah,
we're in it. We're in it.
Well, that's
like
a historian of revolution has just told us we're in it. God, I was trying to be delicate.
Oh, yeah, dude. People are flicking matches at a tinderbox right now.
Mike, I was trying to be coy.
Now, whether or not it's going to go off, nobody knows. But, dude, yeah, we're there. We've been there for years. The big takeaway from revolutions that people know is my great idiot theory of revolution.
Yes.
Which is right, which is not the great man theory, but like
it
does take a certain kind of moron to like actually blow it so bad that you get overthrown. These are some of the dumbest motherfuckers I've ever met.
Well,
in my life.
when you listen to your podcast on Rome, watching in slow motion, the Romans destroying this 100-year period of more egalitarian, more democratic, more to watch them destroy it by just taking away farmland, and you're watching it in slow motion going, why would you do that?
Why are you doing this? And Charles I, who was the first sort of, and he wound up being the sort of prototype for all my future leaders that get overthrown. This is during like the Cromwell era in England. Like nobody wanted to chop his head off. Like nobody wanted to kill him.
I know.
They just wanted some reform. All they wanted was like, we just want Parliament to control the budget and maybe like have a veto over War and Peace. And
we're not looking to decapitate.
Yeah, like I can't do that. So like they had to chop his head off.
I'm shocked that there has not been an immigration Kent State moment at this point. I mean, that just seems inevitable. Something bad is absolutely going to happen at an ice conflict, and whether it's false flag or whether it's an accident or whether it's fully motivated, that's going to happen. That's going to trigger martial law or an attempt at it.
A reaction, right.
Not gonna play with these anymore. MAGA hats are off. America First hats are on. Burn, baby, burn. And this is a great representation of what's left of MAGA.
All right. You are a self-described democratic socialist. Do you think that billionaires have a right to exist?
I don't think that we should have billionaires because, frankly, it is so much money in a moment of such inequality. And ultimately, what we need more of is equality across our city and across our state and across our country. And I look forward to work with everyone, including billionaires, to make a city that is fairer for all of them.
There are actual, genuine savings available in the healthcare system at scale, available to Congress if it chooses to obtain them. If we dealt with a problem of excess drug pricing, we could save conservatively $200 billion a year by cracking down on big pharma's price gouging and monopolistic practices. At a 40% cut, the country would be paying the same as the VA, but still more than other countries. We could save $100 billion by ending privatized Medicare. Those savings would actually save us money by increasing efficiency, ending waste and abuse, and expanding coverage and quality of care. We could have even larger savings by taking on the problem of administrative waste in the healthcare system, which is vastly higher in the United States than it is in competitor countries. If we move to a Medicare for all system, we could conservatively save $700 billion a year in administrative overhead. $700 billion a year, that's $7 trillion the way we count for budget reconciliation. $7 trillion. And we would do so not just by saving money, but by expanding care. That is the way forward for this country. Not to cut back and punish the poor and vulnerable, but by deliver on the nation's promises, expand healthcare, crack down on corporate abuses, and deliver the quality and affordable care that all of us need, deserve, and have a right to.
If you think about it, what Trumpism is about, it's, when he goes to Saudi Arabia and he loves this guy MBS, who is a murderer, killed a Washington Post journalist, but he's rich, and you can make a deal with him. But what this is all about is that if you're rich in America and you can make campaign contributions, you are entitled to massive tax rates because you're superhuman beings. But if you're a poor working stiff going out there, working in McDonald's, you're working in a factory, you're struggling to put food on the table, hey, you are entitled to nothing. We're going to cut not only health care in this bill, massive cuts in nutrition for kids, for elderly people, massive cuts in education, making it harder for kids to be able to attend college. That is what Trumpism is about, for the superior people, the Elon Musks of the world, the people who are successful. We're going to make them more successful. You're a working stiff. You're entitled to nothing. And the other interesting element about this whole thing is, you know, Elon Musk came out against it. See, he was offended that this is going to raise the national debt, and he wants more cuts. Yes. This is the richest guy on earth, wants more cuts in nutrition programs for hungry kids, in healthcare, in education. And what are you saying, which takes you to another outrage in the American system, is obviously he helps fund the Republican Party. So he said, if you don't go, in so many words, you don't go along with me, you know what, we're going to get rid of you. You're out of office. So much for democracy in the Republican Party.
The political climate right now is so extreme and so dystopian that it's not a time for platitudes and just waiting to see what happens. We are long overdue for radical change, and if the Democratic Party isn't prepared to address the material needs of the people that they represent, it's time to primary them, replace them with someone who actually will. As frustrating as it is that so many Trump supporters only seem capable of understanding suffering when it's their own, the more who start to see Trump's policies for what they are, then the less resistance there will be to real, effective, and progressive change. If you enjoyed that, make sure that you never miss another video by subscribing. And if you want a little more, consider hitting the join button and becoming an actual member. But you're probably wondering, why the hell would I do that, John? First off, calm down. The stakes in this are very, very low. But also, when you click the join button and you become a member, you get access to bonus content that I make every week, and it's a ton of fun. You get access to tons of custom emojis and more besides that. By the way, if you join at Tier 3, you even get access to a monthly member hangout with myself and other awesome people, and we always have a great time. By the way, you'll get all that going forward, but you also unlock years of the back catalog. That is literally 100 or more bonus clips, top 10 lists, debates, and more. What are you waiting for? Click the join button below. Your support powers our show, and we couldn't do it without you. Or at the very least, I wouldn't really want to try. Viewers like you keep me here. So thank you in advance for joining.